This video is brought to you by the Deck of Mini and their Hecna 5e campaign setting playtest. Hello and welcome back to the Gallant Goblin. It's your old pal Theo, and I know a lot of us around here love our dragons, but nice big dragon minis can get pretty expensive, as you may have seen in the last few weeks here. Our friends over at Dungeons & Lasers are about to launch their next Kickstarter featuring a new version of their Dungeon Terrain, which is for fantasy and sci-fi games, and a new set of dragon minis. These minis come unpainted and on sprues, so you have to assemble them yourself, but the upshot of that is that they're cheaper to buy and they're more customizable. They sent us one of their dragons, Durkar, here to share with you, and they're giving us 5 more to give away after their upcoming Kickstarter. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is to be a subscriber to our channel here and leave me a comment down below telling me your idea for incorporating a dragon into a sci-fi story. So Dungeons & Lasers is all about giving you both fantasy and sci-fi terrain. It's right there in their name, and I think dragons are sorely underrepresented in most sci-fi RPGs that I've seen. So give me your dragon sci-fi ideas. For now, let's open this up and take a closer look at Durkar. Here you can see what the dragon looks like out of the box. He comes on 2 sprues, and you'll need a pair of clippers or some scissors to remove the pieces. The figure comes with this little set of instructions to help guide you through the process. I recommend using some quick drying super glue and putting them together, as the regular control gel super glue that I used takes a while to set, so you may find yourself holding 2 pieces together for longer than you'd like. It's certainly easier to assemble larger minis like this than ones with teeny tiny little pieces like a gnome with 12 weapons and a hamster. I was able to put this one together without too much trouble. Depending on how exacting you are with your minis, you can use an X-Acto knife to clean up any leftover sprue connectors and some putty to fill in any unwanted gaps. I'm under a bit of a time crunch here, so I'm going to take those steps a little bit later when I'm ready to paint them. So what you see here is an unrefined Durkar. As you may know, metallic and chromatic dragons have distinctive physical features in D&D and Pathfinder. To me, this fellow most closely resembles a red dragon, or maybe even a copper dragon. He has that unique flying pose that doesn't utilize an invisible flying peg, thank Desna. According to the box, Durkar is 167 millimeters tall, which is just over 6.5 inches. His base is 50 millimeters, which is 2 inches, so he'd count as a large creature by D&D, Pathfinder, and Starfinder rules. Since he seems more like a huge mini to me, really, I would even consider getting an empty, huge size black base to put him on. He also comes with an optional fireball that you can glue into his mouth if you like. Or if you want to be more flexible like I was, use a bit of tack to temporarily attach it when you're toasting up some adventurers. The fireball also comes in a few different pieces, so you'll have to cut it out and glue it together. Please note that this is a pre-production model of Durkar, and they are making a few changes for the final model. The tail will have an additional connector part, one of the shoulder bits will be adjusted for a better fit, and the tongue and the fireball interchangeable parts will have connector parts as well. I imagine those of you who are talented painters can do something really cool with this fireball. I wish it actually came with an optional base of its own, though I guess most fireballs don't tend to stick around for multiple turns. This is just one of several dragon minis that will be available during the Kickstarter. You'll be able to pick up one dragon figure of your choice for $35 or a choice of any 6 of the offered dragons for $119. So just under $20 a piece in the bundle. And you can get multiples of a single sculpt if you like. And it's also a great time to pick up some of their fantasy and sci-fi dungeon terrain. You can see our review of their first set of terrain by clicking the little eye in the corner of your screen. It's a great option if you're looking to get a lot of 3D terrain without spending an arm and a leg, and you don't mind painting it yourself or just using it unpainted. Their Kickstarter launches on August 25th, 2020. If you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, we'll give you a little reminder. They do have a bonus freebie if you back in the first 48 hours. It appears to me to be a gelatinous cube that took a few mini trips to the Adventurer's Buffet. You can learn more about the Kickstarter at dungeonsandlasers.com. Also, many thanks to our sponsor for this video, the Deck of Many. Hecna is their new campaign setting in production now. They've released a playtest version that you can try right now. Hecna is a campaign setting for 5e that features a carnival named Revelia, overseen by the titular Hecna, a ringleader who loves nothing more than to fright and delight carnival goers. It's written by the acclaimed Ashley Warren from the Uncaged anthology and the upcoming Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden D&D book. Everything you need to get acquainted with the Revelia is included in the playtest document. Sign up and download it today for free at hecna.com. Thank you for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, all those little likes and subscriptions and clicked notification bells keep us in business. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news on upcoming minis and terrain, Kickstarters, flash sales, and Q&As. Please stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.